So this is that spooky rock quarry. I climbed up to the top last time. This was all a sheet of ice, and my glasses and myself kind of did a little spin on the ice. I did find a nice track over here I'm going to look for. What a good place to look down onto something. That's really quiet. That moose back there, man, Alaska has some monster moose. There's something you do not want to run into around a corner. That and brown bears. That's spooky quiet out here. I hear a few birds, but there is absolutely no wind right now, which is a good thing, I think, for hearing any knocks. I brought my knocker here. It's actually a halibut whisperer. All right. It's much nicer walking down here with no snow and ice. How a couple weeks or a month difference it makes. I'm trying to find a few spots. I think this is about where I spun out here on the ice. I was looking for that footprint I saw. I think that's probably it, what's left of it. That one I kind of stumbled across when I was... Yeah. I think that one is a shot. Yeah, this is all snow and ice packed, if you remember. Watch the video. End of the Road part 1 and 2. Please subscribe and like. It means a lot. Please comment. Man, I really like to hear people's comments. I respond to them all. I'm assuming that's a woodpecker of some sort. Maybe I should do a tree knock. That came from that ridge. That's an awfully big woodpecker, that is. Possibly warning something else that we're coming down the trail. This area is really legit. It's out there. I am middle of nowhere in Alaska, loving every minute of it. The ground's still soft, so hopefully I find some imprints in the mud. I got my nice narrow hiking boots on this time. I did get a shot in my foot for pain. I mentioned that in my previous video. It worked. Got my inserts going. So you're doing good so far. But as you know, it only takes one slip to tweak everything. I was being drawn back to this area for some weird reason. It was constantly on my mind. Maybe it was the tracks I found. Those are legit footprints. I think they were 18, 20 inches long, I'm guesstimating. Update on the puppy. In a previous video I mentioned we're going to get a sheepadoodle. Well, sadly and unfortunately that's not happening. The litter got sick and a bunch of them passed away, which is heartbreaking. So she did refund our deposit, and I did purchase another puppy, a golden doodle. You all know I love the goldens. My wife wants something that doesn't shed so much, and that's one reason why we got Pearl. Being a Portuguese water dog, they don't shed. Neither do doodles. And she gets mistaken for a doodle all the time. I shouldn't carry this in my hand. It's banging around. Brought an extra water jug for the plaster. If you're wondering why we don't go to a shelter, I have adopted dogs from the shelter and they turn out to be wonderful dogs, great dogs. But we want something we can work with. It's hard to find a puppy, so I wanted something to work with from day one. You know, 8 weeks, 9 weeks old. That's, I think, we came out of last time. We're definitely going up that way. So we want something to work with early. A lot of the shelter dogs are traumatized, so it takes a lot to work with them. Breaks my heart going into these shelters. I want to adopt every one of them. I used to work as a medic, EMT, firefighter at some places, especially on the reservations. I worked Apache Reservation and Navajo Reservation, as did my wife, and we saw a lot of strays. We adopted a few, put some in a shelter. It's heartbreaking. So that's how I feel when I go into a shelter. So not to keep my PTSD into gear, I have to avoid that. This is where we are hearing the noises up in the tree line. We'll go back up there here shortly. I'm glad it's really quiet. Besides me popping and clicking and clanking as I'm walking. Got a backpack with some supplies and some moose, brown, black bear, people, anti-personnel, toys, as YouTube wants us to call it. We'll go down the water line, maybe walk down the water line before we climb up to our old area, check out those old footprints, imprints, see if any are castable, or unless we find some more. I'm really wary. I mean, I was really thinking about coming back here. Someone was drawing me back. I wonder if I was imprinted. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments about that subject. But at the same time, I was getting really worried about the moose and the bears, and something was going on with this whole thing. Those buildings out there, that's the old, or it is still, the Boy Scout camp, I think it is, or some type of lodge. It's seasonal. Nothing going on right now. Let's work our way down. Those knocks back there were pretty interesting. It did sound like some type of woodpecker of some sort, but man, that was you know, I was raised around woodpeckers, and I know they're different in different areas, but that was legit loud and deep, almost like something was trying to impersonate something. I mean, that's not everything is one knock. I've heard those on these trails. Man, some beautiful country. I'm going to miss this one down in lower 48. I'll get back up here and film. But I'm going to some interesting places throughout the Southwest. Mogollon Monster of Arizona. It's just their version of Bigfoot. I wanted to walk down this, but this is going to be a serious walk climbing over these boulders. It's one thing trying to find a good spot to fish, but this is a whole different genre. So let's work our way up where we went before, see if there's any new prints or old prints. Maybe I can cast. Sounds like there's a river pouring down over there. There's an old boat. Washed ashore. Oh, it's so much nicer being down here with no snow and ice. And it being quiet and not raining and snowing on us. Careful, watch what you wish for. Hopefully when I'm in Arizona, my lips aren't frozen all the time. It's dark in there. That's a spooky area. I'm seeing some stuff in there. Let's see if we can work our way down there, Pearl. So while we're doing this, finish my story. As you know, I get off track on my subjects. Careful, the Devil's Club. Yeah, it's Devil's Club. Call that for a reason. Another good place to watch things and not be seen. Interesting. This is a little interesting. Some snaps. Some stuff purposely laid up in the trees. Some not. Some just falling out of trees and breaks. But some of this stuff was chances of that falling and landing that way is, I want to say, not a very good chance of happening. And why people do stuff like this, I don't know. It's very possible, obviously. There's some more snaps, and there's two. Oh, they're all snapped. Snap, snap, snap. Alright, I'm seeing some impressions right through here. They're kind of good distance apart. And you can look like you could actually see toe impressions right there, but those are really small. Smaller. I mean, this is not a common area for people to come to, with occasional hikers like myself, but they don't get off trail and pile sticks up and stuff like that. That's not the type of people. That's my water bottle banging around. You can see impressions right through here. See, what do I weigh now? 180, 183, and I don't even make any, even this soft ground, barely. And when I do, it doesn't go deep. So I don't leave very deep impressions. So whatever walks through here and does that's big. And those moose, and those bears, and the hairy man are big boys and girls. This is an interesting place. Very creepy though. More berries that made it through the winter. So this Berners Bay Bigfoot is a rarity, but he's known. And there's quite a few moose out here, quite a few brown bears, black bears, mountain lions, and of course black wolves. Watch my Romeo the Black Wolf video. That's a sad story. There's a marker out here in the middle of nowhere. Survey marker. Witness post. I'm not sure what that is. If you know, comment, please. Trying to read what that says. At least get the year off of it. Just not seeing it. The Southeast Alaska is a legit rainforest. Bearing tree. Man, look at this thing. It's crazy. I don't know if there's a hemlock or a Sitka spruce. If you know, let me know in the comments. Oh, good Lord, look at the size of that thing. Serious old growth. This thing is one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. Look at this thing. This camera does not do it justice. Now let's do a selfie here. Drop my tools here. I don't know if I can get a good look at how wide this thing is. It's awesome. Oh, let me know how old that thing is, guys. That thing's got to be 500 years old plus. That is truly the largest one I've ever seen in person. Wow. That's got to be, with that root back there, 8 foot across, just from base to base, at least. In the summer, you wouldn't be able to get through here. I'll call this Devil's Club would be spread out. This whole area would be unwalkable. So let's look around for some prints. Yep. Sign of human beings. At the top of the trail, there's somebody had a fire pit they started, and there was Bud Light cans all over the place. It's just crazy. Just take that stuff with you, man. Right, Pearl? So next week, not even a week, we'll be picking up the puppy. Get him trained. It's a him. Boy. I think we're going to name him Barkley. Yeah, that's the magical name. My son doesn't approve of it, but hey, he didn't pay for him. I gotta do something about this water bottle. Alright. That looks like a big moose track. Deer, maybe? Something was digging, possibly. Man, I just feel like I'm being watched from right up there. Right behind that big giant tree. If you see anything pop out to say hi, let me know. Let me know the timestamp for the video. I'll have a look. Alright. Just another break. That one's way up there. I don't know if this is placed here or fill there. Ooh, if that was placed there, you can see that is not rooted. Why would somebody put that up in a tree like that? There's one hanging. Well, that could be a branch. These trees do grow strangely out here. So this rainforest out here in Southeast Alaska, Juneau, Ketchikan, Sitka, Petersburg, Craig. I mean, even up north towards Cordova, they get a lot of rain. These rainforests Once you get over the mountain range, you get over to Anchorage, it's a whole different weather. We get all the rain, moisture. I mean, if you go a week, it's a drought. A week without rain. All right. Maybe another day I'll go up that hill. But I said last time I'll go further up where we saw those prints in that cave. We're gonna go up that way next and work our way over the hill. I was gonna walk along the beach, but you saw that. It's not accessible. I'm still thinking about that moose. If that was a mushroom. Parts of old ones. Looking forward to the early morels. I mean, they could be out soon. They're more prevalent in the burn areas. Ooh, old moose droppings. You can see how big them things get. Hope you're not eating dinner. So this is when you know it's spring in Alaska. When you see those. The name just lost the name. Bear cabbage? Oh, I remember. See, they're all popping up over here. They like to come up spring when it starts getting warm. They come up through the marshy areas. And you know it's spring in southeast Alaska when those things come up. And the bears do eat those. So, bear cabbage? Oh, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. I'll put it on the screen if I remember by the time I edit. Alright, I hope my new mic's working better. And it's hard to get out in these places and check your mics and adjust them. And I've had some bad mics, as you know, if you my past videos. So hopefully this one works. If not, I will adjust to it. Yeah, it's more about the scenery. Anyway, that Devil's Club scares me. You saw in one of my videos I grabbed it because I was off balance. And yeah, it's as bad as it looks. So I'm hearing the whales are already back into town. Let's have a listen here real quick. I don't think I made enough noise, so whatever was back there last time is not, more likely not there anymore. Excuse me. Alright, something was walking through here quite a bit. Stomped down pretty good. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Oh, Pro, you had a problem last time with that, but you made it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Uh-oh. Come on. There you go. Good girl. All right. All right. Crap. I'm losing my bear spray here. Sorry about the camera angle, but my strap came undone. Maybe I didn't hook it back up. All right, there we go, back to normal. All right, if you watch my other videos, you'll probably recognize this area. And this is the reason I came back, is this particular area. And the ground's still soft. Hopefully we find more, at least the same ones, same tracks. Man, if you only know how wary I am of this area. Hold up, Pearl. Is it me, or did I hear somebody talking? And there's nobody parked up in that parking area or end of the road. I don't know if that was voices or birds. Moose. That, my friend, looks like a big old footprint right there. Can you see it? Like, it starts right about there. You can see how far it goes up right there. That looks like something was walking up that direction. Yeah, it really does. All right. Last time I didn't look around for too many additional tracks or a line of them. Looked at individuals. Definitely moose area. All right, let's walk around. I'm still looking for a track wave of sorts. I just felt like I missed a lot in this area. There's that cave. It's bigger than it looks. It's darker than it was last time. Almost feels like something's way up in the back. I'm hearing whistling. Okay. Kind of like right before I mentioned that cave. All right, let's look around. This is the area I was looking for last time. All right. Not sure if that was the other track, but you can see there's something to the left of my foot there. And right directly in front of it is another one. It starts about right here. You seeing that right? And it goes all the way up there. My foot's 13s. These are 18, 20 inches. I don't know if that one is be able to lay a cast of that or not. But that's in like one line. That tree grew around that boulder. Mosquitoes are out already. That's the first one I've heard. Or no-see-ums, they're even worse. So it looks like that is a track right up that hill. Alright, there's some type of track. I know the moose hooves are huge, but they don't go in line too often like that. Like one after another. Alright, before I go up that big old hill, I'm gonna look around first. I did bring quite a bit of plaster, so I'm set for that. I am feeling it on my backpack quite a bit. I got the air horn, and that sucker is loud. Don't not shoot a little air horn. Here it is right here. Little air horn anywhere near your ear. I made that mistake. I mean, I wasn't right next to my ear, but it was enough to... I was hearing it for an hour afterwards. Alright. There's something laying there. It's a snap. Something walked through here, apparently. Something big. You can see how these have been over the years, been stomped down. And the moss is still growing over the top. Ooh, there's a cave over here too. I should put my backpack down. It's heavy. I got quite a bit in it. Oh no. Yeah, that's a big cave. Alright, take it slow around this one. Yeah, that goes. Oh, that goes way back there. Way back there. I'll go up to the entrance, but as far as I go, there's like a trail right over the top of that boulder. What is that? I have no idea what that is. Yeah, go ahead and touch it. I have no idea what that is. Anybody know what that is? Let me know. That's kind of creepy. There's another one, so obviously some type of mushroom that I've never seen out here before. Oh, nothing growls at me. Better not see any eyes. That goes way back there, as far as you can see. Man, this camera doesn't do it justice, but it goes 10 foot back. And then it gets dark after that, like it keeps going. I am not going to wake anything up. Alright. I'm going to do a tree knock here. See if I get anything. Let's put this water bottle down. Get the halibut whisperer. If I missed anything, guys, point it out to me. One person. Two if you count the pearl. My tails. Okay, I wanted to work my way up this to the top, and where the footprints were headed. Again, careful what you wish for. You may find it. But hey, we're out here and I'm well protected in more ways than one. I'm looking for those tracks. I saw the track last time I came up on the very top where something put its weight. Some trees are better than others to knock on. Alright, so glad I came back out here. Feeling alright, ankle wise, and I was really weirded out. That's why I spent a couple days thinking about it. But I had some other options, because this may or may not be the last video I do before I leave for the Southwest. Then I'm going to drive up towards Idaho, Salt Lake, Utah area, and up into Idaho, and do some, spending quite a bit of times in some legit area. Maybe something will get tired of me banging and just bang back to shut me up. So, all right, guys, let's work our way back up this hill. Keep our eyes open for those tracks. Let me look around for that one track I found last time. I doubt very much it's going to be seen now. This looks like a hoof mark. Oh, don't fall down the hill. All right. Wow, it goes in pretty deep. I would say that's a moose coming up the hill. There's another one. Now I've seen some moose, but that moose that crossed the road was a big boy. And if you've seen on the video, I turned the car off, tried to hear it, it just froze and looked at me and took a couple steps and froze again. Because normally you can hear them things walking away and crashing through the bushes. It just sat there and waited for me to leave. So that's what I did. And I said a couple times before, I heard, or not heard, but saw something in the road, black, around the bend. Got the camera up, started, got around the bend, it was gone. So it could have been another moose, but did not have the shape of a moose. It was almost a shape of a bear, and that's what my first impression was, a bear. I think this was the old impression, and won't be able to lay any of these tracks. They're not, you know, obviously I'm not going to be able to do that, but maybe I'll do that one down there just for shits and grins. All right, come on, Bigfooter dog. Ooh. These look like footprints. Something was in a hurry. Some toes. Straight line, so it's hard to get two hoofs in a row that are perfectly straight every time. And it's pretty wide. There's my foot next to it. So it's like something heavy was up here and it fell through into the soft ground. See, I'm not heavy enough to do that at all. But something 800-900 pounds could, being a hairy man or a large moose. Still haven't seen a bear, knock on wood. They're probably out. Come on back, Pearl.